Okay, we are live. Hi, Debbie. You are the first one on here, so let me know that you can hear me. We always play this game, right? I see 2 sets of eyeballs, so somebody let me know that you can hear me and that the echo's like not bad. I figure I should have this down pat by now. Oh, you know what? And I forgot to turn the volume on my phone. All right, maybe that's already on. Ugh, nope. Okay. Jeez. Ugh. Let me make sure it's okay. I think that's got it. All right, you can hear me? Awesome. All right, so yeah, thought I was gonna have to cancel. But then everything's fine. Just a little panic about my mom. So here we are. We'll take a minute. Everybody's gonna get here. All right, I see a bunch of you, like a handful. So welcome. It has been a long 2 weeks. I feel like I've missed you guys too. I feel like you missed me. I missed you. I appreciate everybody, all the prayers, the thoughts, like the comments that you guys are leaving. I really appreciate it. I just feel bad that I haven't had time to respond to everybody's like individually. I just haven't had enough time. Hey, Vicky. Yeah, it's better. It's definitely better. Hi, Tracy. So yeah, I really do appreciate it. It has been a long 2 weeks. But let me just give you the recap. So, and if you're watching this later, you might want to skip through this, like maybe 5 minutes or so. Just a personal update, and then I'm going to tell you a few bits of news, like stamping news, like Stampin' Up stuff, and then we're going to get to it. Oh, thanks, Darlene. So last Monday, so today is Thursday, the 16th. So last Monday, my mom had to go in for a heart procedure, like before her surgery. So, we found out she had the pancreatic cancer just like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something. Like, it's been quick. Maybe it's 4 weeks now. Hi, Sharon. Hey, Sue. So she had to get her clearances from all her doctors, and one was a heart doctor because she's got like a heart murmur from when she had scarlet fever when she was a kid. So the heart doctor came back and said, nope, you have a blockage. We have to fix that before. Hey, Sean. We have to fix that before you have surgery. So he had arranged it with the oncology surgeon. She was supposed to have surgery on Monday, so that got pushed to Wednesday. So Monday I took her in for that, the heart thing. Hey, Peggy. And it was like an all-day thing, but she came home. At first they said it's going to be outpatient. Then they said, oh, she might have to stay overnight. She ended up being able to come home, but we were there probably 10 hours, like by all said and done. You have to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. And we went downtown to Baltimore for that. So that was good. Tuesday, she was just real sore from that because they had to do the old balloon up your leg, like in the artery or vein or whatever. So she had 2 spots down at her, like her leg area, the groin. That's where they went in. And those things bleed for a while, the arteries. Like, yeah, that was kind of scary. But it closed up. Everything was fine. So then surgery was last Wednesday. So a week ago yesterday. I was there. Oh yeah, back it up. Meanwhile, Monday, while I'm in the hospital, waiting for my mom to get through her heart procedure, my sister's husband texts me and says, I've got Tracy here down at the ER again. So Tracy's in the ER. So then Wednesday surgery. The only thing saving grace is they were both in the same hospital. So, they would only let me stay in the waiting room, the OR waiting room, whatever. They said I could walk around. So I went and hung out in Tracy's room on Wednesday and spent some time with her. And then my friend Lori, her dad was there in the same hospital. Like, it was busy on Wednesday. So I got to visit him. So shout out to Gary. Like, it was good to see him. And then, when I was in their room, I got the call from the doctor that they were finished surgery. And I panicked at first a little bit because it was supposed to be like 6 hours, and he called, it was only 4 hours. And, I was like, oh my God, this is not good. But it ended up, he said everything went fine. She got done, it went great. He just got done early. And then I was able to see her a couple times, like every 2 hours, they would let me back in there in the recovery room for like 15 minutes. So I was going to stay overnight, but then they ended up getting a real bed for her. So she had to stay in recovery overnight. I think till about 4 o'clock in the morning. So I went back Thursday and just split between Tracy and my mom, like, spend an hour in one room, go down to the other. And um, so I was glad to do it though. And then my mom, she got up walking the next day. They wanted her up walking around. She, had a walker. She was doing great for recovery, really good. She wasn't even sore. Like they give you shots in your belly to make, in case of the pain, because there's all these nerves down there. So she didn't really have incision pain. So she does have staples, but she didn't have that. She had mostly back pain. She's had back surgery, I don't know, 15 years ago or something, but she had upper back pain, I think from the hard, cold operating table. And then those beds are never comfortable, at the hospital. So thankfully, you know, they gave her more medicine for that. So I was glad it wasn't like in the belly area. But the good news is, yes, they believe they got everything. They did the Whipple, got all her pieces and parts out. And then she had the drains on, and like they put drains on either side of you, which is, I mean, it's got to come out, right? It's got to go somewhere. So they finally let her out. So we were up there every day. And it's still 2-person per day visiting. So trying to juggle who can go visit Tracy, who can go visit my mom. And then, of course, once I'm in there, I'm going to go to both rooms. And that's what I told everybody to do. So the joke's on the hospital. We got extra visitors that way. Because they don't check your badges, right? They write your number on the badge, but no one ever looks. So that's fine. So then they tried to take my mom out, let her out Monday, and neither one of us were comfortable with that. So she came home Tuesday. She got an extra day, and we've been over there. I made a schedule, so we've got somebody over there 24/7, and she's feeling better. She was feeling a little bit. Hi, Marlene. She's feeling a little bit out of sorts, and her sugar's kind of like we have to get that under control because your pancreas has a lot to do with your sugar. And she's got to get better about eating 6 meals a day. And, we're dealing with the drain. Oh, yeah, they pulled one of the drains out like right before she's at the hospital. That thing leaves a hole, like a 1/4 inch size hole in your belly. And it's just like coming out. So that's been interesting. I tell you, post-surgical care of people is not for the squeamish. If you're, blood and liquids and all this, if it grosses you out, you can't do it. So I don't get grossed out by that. So, but I've been over there, most of the time. My aunt's helping, my husband, my brother. So we have a rotation that I made a schedule for. So she has 24 care, hopefully for like 2 weeks, maybe. And then she'll be, she's doing better every day. The panic today was her sugar dropped down to like 53. And she called her doctor, and the doctor said, drink some soda, eat some cookies or something, wait 20 minutes and call the ambulance if it doesn't get better. Well, my husband said, hey, Helen. My husband said, because he was there with her and her friend was there. And he said, well, she only waited like 1 minute, and then she was checking her sugar again. And he was saying, it's not going to come up that quick. So the ambulance came, and they gave her the rundown. But I had, once he said I had to call the ambulance, then I was like, I'm leaving, I'm out of here. So then I called him like right before I got in the car, and he said, you don't have to come home, you don't have to go to the hospital, she's not going anywhere, her sugar's fine, just a little blip. So she is home. My brother's there overnight. My aunt will be there in the morning for day shift. And she's generally doing a lot better. We are still just surprised at how much is leaking out of that port drain. And the other one is still connected, so you got to empty that. But the one, it's just fluid coming out. It's just kind of weird, but, what are you going to do? Is what it is. But so far, she's not throwing up. She doesn't feel nauseous. She's not really in any pain, like only sharp pains once in a while. If she's like moving around too much, like trying to get situated in bed, like then it'll be like a sharp pain. But generally she's doing great. So fingers crossed. Hopefully, that will continue. Tracy's not doing so well, but I'm going to get up there on Saturday and see her. So we'll see. So that is personal business for the past 2 weeks. I appreciate you guys. Like really all the thoughts and prayers, the notes, everything. I appreciate all. So let's talk about some stamping stuff now. How about that? Because I've been working on this, like sketching it out and drawing for the past week and a half. I'm very excited about this folio project. But let's go over a few things. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Toni Tesler, ToniStamps. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Sean, yeah, Tracy's still in the hospital, which I'm surprised. It's been like a week and a half. So I don't know. Yeah, there's supposed to be a meeting tomorrow, so I'll know more tomorrow about that. So back to that. Yeah. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you know, likes, hearts, thumbs, shares, subscribes, like all the things. Appreciate all of that. Few bits of news. So do you remember 2 weeks ago, I was talking about the magnetic plates, and I was saying how I never really trusted them and I wouldn't buy them. You know, and there was defects with them and they had been in, I don't know, research and testing things for like over a year now. And I said, don't buy it. I don't think it's worth it. Well, the next day, so that was on a Thursday. The very next day in our Stampin' News, there was an announcement that basically they've given up on the magnetic plates because they can't get it right. Like there's a problem with it separating and curling and just bad design. I can imagine. They didn't say that exactly, but they've invested a lot of time testing and trying to fix things and all that, and it's just they can't keep doing it. It's not worth it. So everybody who has ordered a magnetic plate for the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, either the regular size or the mini, I don't even think the regular size ever came out, or maybe the regular one did, mini didn't. I don't know. Either way, people are getting a automatic refund. So however you paid, if you ordered it, and you don't have to email them, they are going through and finding out who ordered it, and they're reversing, you know, refunding you in the same payment. So if you see a charge, like if you see a refund from Stampin' Up and you're like, what's this for? Just think like, oh yeah, did I order that magnetic plate? And I'm going to go through my orders and check and see. I think maybe I only had a couple people that ordered it because really I haven't been saying good things about it because it wasn't. So Karen, the mini didn't come out yet. Okay, and Sue, the mini didn't. So it was just the big one. Yeah. Sharon, glucose tablets on hand. Yeah, that's another thing. Her doctor wanted her to take sodium chloride tablets because her sodium has been so low. We can't find it anywhere. So, we'll have to try again. But magnetic plates, yeah, refund. Packaging in mid-June on small items is changing. They're going to some kind of bubble wrap system. We'll see how it goes. It seems like it's going to be, the products are going to be between 2 pieces of bubble wrap with like something around it so you can't tell what's in it. I don't understand how that's different than a bubble mailer. Like, I don't know why that's any cheaper or better, but we'll see. So if you get something, you know, one little thing and it comes just in like a real roll of ribbon or a pack of paper or something, you may notice a change in the shipping or the packaging. Karen, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was not into that magnet plate. And they didn't get my $30 for it or whatever it cost. So catalogs are arriving. It said they would be getting to customers like the 3rd week in June. And I don't know if this is the 3rd week, but people are getting them. Okay, so that's good. And of course, they'll be online as of July 1st. And speaking of catalogs, I've had some interest. Some people reached out, Paper Share, asking if I'm going to do one for the holiday catalog. And I hadn't thought about it, but I sat down last night and ran some numbers, did the math, and there are 10 packs. I will do one. I just have to, you know, have enough interest. Hey, Jamie. So the Paper Share from the July through December catalog, it's going to be $51. If you need shipping, it's an extra $9. There's 10 packs in like the regular section. There's actually 11, but one is Painted Christmas, which was a paper pack from last holiday catalog, which I have not seen them bring back designer series paper. And I still have an extra pack of that from last year. So that's not new. So that won't be included. So there'll be 10 packs, plus a few of the specialties that I think everybody has to have and try. The Snowflake Vellum, it looks pretty, like iridescent, embossed vellum. There's metallic and shimmer, which is like, looks like dark backgrounds with light like dots, kind of like bokeh, but like ombre, like more dots at the bottom and then lighter as it goes up. So I like that. And then the glimmer paper. So, because there's some new colors, evening evergreen, vanilla. We've never had vanilla glimmer paper, and gold. So all that comes out to about 144 pieces. 24 pieces are, I'm going to keep 12 by 12. And I'm throwing in a bonus. There's another hostess only pack called Celebrate Everything. And so I'm going to get that. And then you're going to get a quarter pack of that too. So that, and there's a gingham pack. I'm going to keep those 12 by 12, and it does not change the shipping. It's all by weight. And I have like 10 by 13 mailers that I pack up 12 by 12 stuff all the time. So it's not going to hurt anything. And the $9 should cover it. If it's not $9, I'm going to refund you the difference. If it's more than $9, that's on me. So more info on that coming, but just keep in mind, if you're interested, let me know. Okay. And I'll have a link. Yeah, Sean, you're right. The Feels Like Frost paper, that 6x6 paper with the purple posy and the wintry scenes. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get to it. We're going to do a folio, and yeah, I blabbered on for 15 minutes. And then after we're done, I'm going to show you 2 kits that I got, because remember, we're having that BOGO on the kits. So you buy one, you get one 50% off. And I think I put my order in wrong. So I think you get 50% off the most expensive one, which is not what you would normally think. So I had put mine in like the most expensive one first, and then the cheaper one second, thinking I would, that's how it went. But so I screwed myself out of like $3, but whatever. So I'm going to show you the 2 that I got. And I found a couple of dollar store items that I think everybody's going to like. So, okay, let's turn us down, and we're going to, Sean, you love my blathering. All right, so folio. I love a folio because you can use this as a standalone, like little mini album, or you can insert it into a journal if you want. You can, make it for one occasion. You can use it as a big card. Like, I love it. Thanks, Carol. I was inspired by a couple of different people that have been making these. Like, I like to watch Scrapbooking With Me, SWME. It's Edith, and then her daughter Melina has another channel, Me Crafty Scrapper or something like that. But I love them. And then Lisa, Let's Get Scrappy. I forget what the girl's name is. I posted it in the details here. And then another one, Lyric Lovers Crafts, or Lyric Lover Crafts. I like them. They all do different kinds of albums and journals and books, and, just like the mechanics of putting things together. So I got ideas from all of them, and then I came up with my own measurements for this one. So my biggest hang up is I don't like to have 12 by 12 for something like this. So I always try to make something out of 8.5 by 11. And so that's what this is. So this is a full sheet. 8.5 by 11 is the base. And you may notice I've got some layers here that I embossed. I did that just for stability, just to make it a little bit stronger. And I did a 1/4 inch border, okay, a spine, because there's really, this doesn't even have any pictures in it. And the spine, it's like totally, flat with the spine. I think if I didn't have the spine, it would be, it would bulk up. All right, so let's look at this. Now, this was my prototype. So I wanted to do a waterfall for so long. Let me get this mouse out of the way. I'm doing a ribbon closure for the waterfall. And I used, this is all like the retiring stuff, Abstract Beauty. But so we've got some nice size flips. And my idea is I would want to put the pictures on the cardstock and then doll up, the designer papers, because you don't want to cover up so much of the pretty. But if you had like tiny pictures, you could put them on there. But I just picked, a couple of different patterns and cardstock to coordinate. And this is, like I said, all from the Abstract Beauty, which is still on sale, by the way. And then I've got a pocket at the bottom. So I didn't do all waterfalls. So some of them will make waterfalls like down the whole row here. So I could probably have gotten 2 more waterfalls in here. But I like the idea of having a pocket. And let's just like, this is a flat pocket, so it's not, you can't put too much bulky in here. Then on this side, I did some horizontal pockets. So I've seen where they'll do vertical pockets. You can, you know, slide stuff in here. Now, the one that I'm doing today, I'm only going to put 2 pockets in because I felt like 3 was too many. But just so you know, if you make your own, this pocket, the paper only goes to about here, but I only glued on these sides and these sides. This is the only one that I glued on all 3. Oops. So this, yikes. When I put a tag in, you can put it all the way to the bottom. Okay, so you can get a really long tag. So that is 7 inches. So I could have a 7 1/4 inch tag down there. And this one also goes all the way to the bottom. And then this one. So I am changing up the pockets on the one we're making tonight. We're only going to do 2 pockets, and we're going to have them just a little bit different. I didn't want just all the flat pockets just because they are so tight. So I love this. I don't ever finish like dolling it up and putting a cover on it until I know what I'm actually going to put in it. And then I'll know, like, you know, what do I put on the front? So that's kind of what I'm doing today. We're just going to get the base of the book. And we are using the He's the Man papers. So this is what measurements I have come up with. So I'm going to leave this here so everybody can do a screenshot later if you want. But we'll just go through it. So the base, 8.5 by 11. I'm using Cajun Craze tonight. And we're going to score that at 5 3/8 and 5 5/8. So that's what gives us that 1/4 inch spine in the very middle. Then I say cover layers inside and out, 4 pieces, 5 1/8 by 8 1/4. So that is, that's the size of this. And so I put one on the inside also, and then I'm building the waterfall on the other one and then just gluing it down to the inside. I mean, obviously, we're going to see how that goes. But so 4 pieces of that, and emboss 2 of those for the front and back covers. Then for the waterfall flaps and the pocket, you're going to need 7 pieces of cardstock that coordinate with whatever paper pack you're using. Okay, so you're going to be able to take these measurements, use whatever colors you want, whatever paper you already have. And I mean, I really thought this was timely because you can make something for Father's Day if you want. Mine, we don't have any dads that are alive, so mine is going to be about a camping trip that I know I have pictures of somewhere. I have to find them. But you could do it for any event. So anyway, waterfalls, 7 pieces of cardstock, 4 5/8 by 5 1/8, and we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch on the short side. And I'll show you this when we go through anyway. Then 7 pieces of designer series paper, 4 by 5. And then for our 2 pockets on the left-hand side of our folio, you need 1 piece. Oh, whoopsie, I didn't say it. This is cardstock. 1 piece, 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. And then another piece of cardstock, different color, 3 5/8 by 6 1/8. Now this one we're going to score at a 1/2 inch on 3 sides because we're going to make the pocket where, like the flaps, you know, we fold the flaps in. That just gives that pocket a little bit more room. And then 2 pieces of DSP 3 by 5. All right, and I just realized I forgot my notes of the order. So we're just going to figure this out. Let's see. Let's start with our base piece because I did not score this yet. So again, we want to score this an entire piece, 8.5 by 11. We're going to score it at 5 3/8, 5 3/8, and 5 5/8. So if you wanted a bigger spine, you can totally scooch it out. You just have to adjust your paper measurements. But I thought a 1/4 inch was good enough for what I want to do. Now notice I'm not closing mine with ribbon or anything. You could use ribbon. You could use magnets. But for this, I'm just having it be like an open. I'm only using ribbon to close the waterfall part. All right, let's fold this. And I tell you, I really thought I was going to use early espresso for the base, but then I realized that is just way too much brown once I got all the papers. All right, let's bring our covers in. So I've got the 2 pieces. These are 5 1/8 by 8 1/4. These are going to be for the inside that we're going to build our pockets and waterfalls on. Then we've got 2, and I've embossed them with the time worn type folder. So let me see if you can see this. You see this little crease right here in the middle? And then right here, I'm looking at the camera here. There you can see it. So the biggest embossing folder is 6 by 6. So all I did was run it through. I picked time worn type because I could run it through this way and then flip it this way and run it the other half. And you can't really tell that the words are upside down unless you really look at it close. So I thought that was a generic enough one. You do not want to roll your embossing folders through your big shot with the seam on the side, because you would think, oh, you could just do it, you know, sideways. Run it through this way and then scooch it up and run it through again. The problem is these are just a titch wider, and you're always supposed to put the seam through first. If you do it this way, the side of your embossing folder is going to get torn up. And I know this for a fact because it's happened to me. So, I mean, you can still use it, but it's not recommended. So you only want to put it through this way. So do that. And I'm not going to attach these just yet. Actually, you know what? I can. What am I thinking? That doesn't matter. If you were going to put a ribbon closure, you would want to attach your ribbon first and then put this cover on. Okay. But I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these on. And I really am wondering, my notepad with my order of operations for this is downstairs in the kitchen. So we're going to wing it. All right, is that the right way? Looks good enough. So I'm going to open this up. And I like that 1/4 inch border on this one. It's just big enough. Now, if you wanted to ink, like do some direct to paper, like take your ink pad and drag it over, or ink blending, go ahead and do that. I am not doing that for this one. But it does make the embossing show up more when you do that. You know, just take a little ink spot or something. All right, so that is the base of our folio. So, and we're going to open it up. So just to add more stability, these are going to go in here. But we're going to add our waterfall first. All right, so let's put this aside. So you need to pick 7 pieces of cardstock and designer paper. So what I did was I picked the 7 pieces of designer paper that I like better first, and then I went back and chose cardstock that matched them. And I put them in order of how I wanted my waterfall. So this is going to be on the, this will be our bottom pocket. Let me just build it up this way. And then that. Now I glued all of these on except for the top and bottom ones. All right, and that is because we want to attach ribbon, because I want to close my waterfall with ribbon. So if you don't like the idea of ribbon, you could use paper flaps, like make a belly band kind of thing that would come up from the top and then have another one from the bottom, and use some magnets. I just like ribbon better, because the thing with magnets for me in an album like this is, you know, the more you add pictures, it plumps up your pages. Well, if you had your magnets situated like here and all these pages are up, it's not going to be in the same exact spot, you know? It's not as thick until you add the pictures. So that's really why I wouldn't want magnets for this. So we've got our, remember I said you were going to score this at a 1/2 inch? So you will take all of your cardstock pieces. This is 4 5/8 by 5 1/8. And take it on the short side, the 4 5/8 side, scored at a 1/2 inch. All right, and then our DSP is going to fit right on here. Now, I do not want to glue this down. We're going to start at the top. I want to put ribbon on. So let's fold this. So we're going to fold our flap back. All right. Now I'm using glue. You can use sticky strip. You can use score tape. You can use whatever strong adhesive you really want. All right. But I like this glue. Either the Barely Art or the Art Glitter. And I am pretty generous with it. So I'm putting this first one at the very tippy top. All right. And I might have to bend my head over to see. Actually, let me just pick it up. So get this at the tippy top. Let me tap that. Okay. Let me press this. Open it. There's no glue coming out, but if there was, just wipe it away. Now, before I attach this first piece, this is important on the top flap and on the bottom pocket. Okay. Do not put anything on. Do not put your paper on until you add your ribbon. So this is where I am going to use some sticky strip. And I'm going to eyeball a ribbon. So I'm going to put, it's not going to kill me to have too much. So I want the middle-ish. So we'll add a little bit of sticky strip. And then I will peel that up. Now, if you had, like I said, score tape or I guess even double-sided tape, because as long as you're taping or gluing down the DSP, that's adding more adhesive. So that's going to make it a little bit sturdier. Can't get that off. Oh, whoopsie. Tell you, the curse of the red tape. It either comes off right away or you're going to mess with it. All right, so I'm going to put this right there. And then I am going to add another, at least one piece. I don't want to go down to the very end because I don't want that to show. All right. Can't tell you how long I've wanted to make one of these waterfall books. It always seems so intimidating, but it's really not. Oh, another thing. So I like using cardstock just because it is sturdier. I have seen plenty of them will do it with even single-sided designer paper. To me, that's sacrilege. Like, that is just not sturdy at all. All right, let's put our glue around here. But you do you. If that's what you want to make for your book, that is acceptable. But just not for me. All right, so let's get this on. So we're going to get all our flaps, our waterfall pieces down. And then we're going to come back in with, in our pockets, and then we're going to come back in with some of the doodads from the kit, or from the paper pack. All right. I like it already. All right, now, the rest of these, since I have already attached the designer paper, all I'm going to do, fold that flap back, add glue. I did this part ahead of time because I figured you don't need to see me attaching designer paper. All right, now the top of this is going to go right under that flap. So we're butting them right up, okay? And then I'm going to open that. Looks good. Now, if you notice that some of your pieces aren't quite right, like if there's a little hangover, not on that side, on this side, just flip it over, give it a little, oh, here it is, give it a little snip, snip. All right. And all this glue is going to take a little bit to dry, but that's what overnight's for. So again, folding the flap over because I already attached it. This piece I did cut wrong at first because I didn't realize it was directional. I had it cut this way. I'm like, well, just cut a new one because I don't want sideways ties and glasses. So pay attention to the direction of your paper. And people have made sideways waterfalls too. I've seen those. Those look interesting. All right, so let's just smooth that out. So depending on the size of your sheets here, your base, your flat pages, you could get more or less flaps. So I think the ones I've seen are smaller, so they got more of them in there. But I really wanted a bigger base for pictures because I don't like to have to trim down my pictures too much. And these end up being what, like 4.5 by 5 and a something. Yeah, the DSP is 4 by 5. So 4 1/8 by 5 1/8 for that area where you could put a picture. So not too much trimming required. All right, I got a little hangy right there. Just that little bit. All right, 2 more, and then we're going to be down to the pocket. Now, if you don't want a pocket at the bottom, you could just do another flap, another waterfall, or not have anything. But I thought it would be just a neat place to, you know, have a little something to tuck in there. Some more tags or journal cards or, you know, pictures, notes, memorabilia, tickets, whatever you want. And I can tell I got to trim that a smidge. I think this would be cool for maybe one event where you don't have like a ton of pictures. I mean, really, this is 6 flaps, so we could technically get maybe 12 pictures. Hey, Rose, you have fallen for the old directional mishap many times? Yes. Yep. See, we think we know what we're doing. We're not paying attention. And then we're like, yep, it happens. But yeah, I think this would be a good project for like one event, like a party, a Halloween, like something. Christmas even, depending on your papers. So mine, like I said, is going to be for a camping trip that I know we took when we were kids to a church campground we used to go to. All right, so now we're down to the bottom part for the pocket. So I told you to cut all the papers the same, just because it's easier and you get in a groove. But we don't necessarily want this flap. We can flap it over, actually, or cut it off. In my prototype, I cut it off. So let's see if I'm going to like it. Because remember, this is going to be a pocket, so it could be like that. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. All right. And then we want to do the same thing. I want to attach ribbon before I glue this down. So this time, I do want to glue the paper down because I'm going to put the ribbon on this part. And let me look over. Oh, yeah, you guys can see. So I'm going to put the ribbon down here. All right, so let's attach this. And the fact that these papers, this pattern is like, that looks like a Mustang because my mom used to have one, 68. A little VW Bug, an old-timey car, motorcycle. It doesn't go with a camping trip, but I don't care. I just like the colors. All right, now I'm going to glue this down, this flap. All right, pinch the ends, and then we're going to attach the ribbon. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to eyeball like enough that I think I can tie something together with. This is the faux suede ribbon, by the way. Early Espresso. I love it. All right. Let's get back with that red sticky tape. Let's put that there. And hopefully this will come off. All right. It does help if you burnish it some, right? All right. So who thinks they are really going to make one of these like soon? Because they're really not that hard. It's just a matter of like cutting all the pieces. Oh, and by the way, I will have the paper cutting and like the written instructions. I'll put that on my blog, but I won't get to that till Saturday. And I know that for sure because Saturday's my day. I'm going to be over at my mom's with her. We're going to queue up. We've got a Hallmark movie to watch. Okay, so I'm eyeballing. I want this ribbon to be in the same spot as that. So I think that's, oops. There we go. Yep. So while I'm over there, I will be able to update my blog. I'll take my laptop. And then you guys can have all the info. Actually, yeah, if I don't get to that till Saturday, that's not a lot of time. But you're watching now, so you can go back and watch the video and write stuff down if you need to in the meantime. Rose, you'd like to make one very soon. I would like you to too, because I think you make all kinds of good little stuff like that. All right, so that's got our tape. I think I'm done with that. Now this, I want to glue this pocket down. And again, this is going to be a flat pocket, so not a lot of extra room. So we're just going to put glue down the 3 sides. All right, and as close to the edge as you can get. I tell you, when you use all this glue, by the time everything dries, it does make for a very sturdy book. All right, let's put this down. I do like that flipped over. I did not do that in the prototype, so I love changing it up a little bit. All right, let's get this. Very nice. Yeah, we used to go camping when we were younger. My grandfather had a Winnebago, and then he had the driving kind, and then we got the pull behind kind. And we used to go every year with the church, and we enjoyed that. Then my parents sold the camper, and we had to do camping like for real, like on the dirt, like with a tent, and not a fan. We never went camping again. All right, so let's tie this, and it's okay if you have a ton extra of your ribbon. Don't worry about it. I want to tie that. I'm just tying it in place now so that I can glue it into my book. Will that sticky tape not stick down the pocket? It would, Sean, but I only put that sticky tape down like, you know, that little bit. I still want something along the edges of the pocket. All right, let's do, I'm going to cut this much off, just a little bit. Oh, not a little bit, but enough. I'll use that for something else. Sometimes I throw it away. All right, so we've got our waterfall. Now, the fact that it's curling, don't worry about that because that's just all the glue. So we're going to bring it back. I didn't tie it tight, by the way. So it's not like I've tied it so tight that it's pulling it. It's just the glue that is up, you know, keeping it up. All right, so front, back. We're going to glue this all right down here. All right, so it's easier to glue all the waterfalls to this part and then glue this to here versus gluing, you know, the waterfalls there. You need this extra layer. All right, and again, be generous with the glue. Frosting the cake, as Rose says. And you could use score tape or whatever, but why not use all of your glue? All right, and then wiggle this into place. All right, and just press, press, press. But yeah, Sean, I think the sticky tape would, it's only gonna, I don't think it's gonna keep the whole pocket down, you know, because I only put it like here. You still need something on the edges. All right, so that's our waterfall. I love these patterns. All right, now let's do this pocket, or the 2 pockets on the side. So for those pieces, so I'm gonna put this to the side. So again, I'm going to build on this piece first and then glue this whole thing here. Okay. So we've got 2 pieces. Glue everywhere. So I've got 2 pieces of designer paper, 3x5. And again, there's that directional one. This one didn't bother me so much. This is standing up straight. I don't know what that is though. I think it's a bottle of milk. I'm not sure. Actually, you said that. I did say that just to yank your chain, Rose. Actually, I didn't realize my thing has been crooked this whole time. My little table thing. Either that or my camera's crooked. Nope. Okay, there we go. So 2 pieces. I've got Sahara Sand. This is 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. And where did I have that with this one? Maybe. And then this one here. So the bigger piece, 3 5/8, 3 5/8 by 6 1/8, and I'm going to score 3 sides at a 1/2 inch. All right, so let's get the scoring. And check time, 8:45. Yikes. I told my husband I might be a little late. Oh, see, that was sneaking in. That was my dollar store thing. All right, 1/2 inch, 3 sides. So I should say the 2 short sides and 1 of the long sides. So 1/2 inch, turn it, 1/2 inch, turn it, 1/2 inch. And I like a 1/2 inch for the side flaps. Some people like just a 1/4 inch. I find sometimes a 1/4 inch is too small to work with. All right, so I'm going to fold these and score them all. And then we're going to cut the corners off, like miter the corners. Or what do you call it? Like debulks the corners. All right. So I'm just going to cut right across here. All right, and then right across there. So this pocket is going to get put on like that. All right, so let's put our designer paper on first. Oh, no, you know what? I don't want that because that's the bottom, my pocket on the other side. So I don't want them to be exactly the same. That would be too much. All right, so let's put this down. Now, if you wanted to put like, use a little circle punch to cut out something, I think I did that on my other ones, but it's not necessary. Just too much glue, but that's all right. All right, so this is going to go here, and then we'll put this glue on this one. Then we're going to go back and add a few of the little die cuts. So this paper pack comes with sheets of die cut. So if you got in the paper share, you got what was basically 1/2 a sheet of the die cuts because there was 2 sheets. And I just did random. Like I eyeballed right down the middle and, you know, divvied them up accordingly. All right. Now the pocket. This, we're only going to put glue on the sides because, again, we want to be able to put something down all the way to the bottom. So we can attach this to the very bottom first, and this will hold it in place so we can see where we want to add that upper pocket. So let's fold this down, and I'm going right at the edge. Okay, right at the bottom. And is that in place? Yep. Okay. All right, edge. Get rid of that glue. So let's hold this down. So you don't want to have it here. I mean, you could if you want. You can do these pockets however you want. Hey, Julie. I wanted it hidden a little bit. So I just want to slide it down and have it like right here. Okay. So again, I'm going to, actually, let me make a mark like here. I'm going to put glue just on the sides so that we can slide something completely down. All right, and then I'm lining that up with my little pen mark. Okay. I love these colors. Okay. So now we're just going to glue these flaps and fold them up. And then we'll glue that whole thing into our folio. And then go back and tart up some of the pages with our little doodads. All right. And then I will tell you what my plan is for the cover, but I have to get my pictures first. And I know those are at my mom's house, so I'll be getting those Saturday. Like, she's still the keeper of all the family photo albums, which they are still in the same albums as they were in 1970 or whatever, 75. Okay. All right, good, good, good. So bring back our book, and then we're going to glue our pocket page right in here. Okay. I love it. So again, copious amounts of glue. So once you get the idea down of how to design and cut these and put them together, that's when you can have fun and start changing up your measurements and making one smaller, making one bigger. Patching, you can use 2 pieces of paper together to build something, like 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11 to make something really big, or like a trifold. So it's just getting the mechanics down of how to build these things. But I love it. There's so many inspiring people out there that they make these videos like all the time, the same stuff, like, you know, album, album, album. I love them, but it's kind of distracting because I have a list a mile long of things I want to try and make. But there's no shortage of paper, you know? All right, so let me get my glue in here, even though we are going to be gluing some of these things in. Okay, so our doodads. This is my spare, let's put this away for a minute. Spare cardstock. Let's get that out. Stuff that I was cutting. All right, let me dump out. All right. Now, some of these, I'm not going to use the ones that are like Father's Day because, like I said, ours, we don't have any of those. You are stronger than you know. That would be nice. So this little, like, paper thing, that could go right in a pocket. This is something you could just write on. So I'm going to save that. This I kind of want for the cover. So let me do Best Dad. Nope. I hope your day is a grand adventure. I think I'm going to use both of those for the cover. Cheers to all the years. Not really. That's a possibility. Nice work. With you, I've never lost. Yep, that could work. This little tab, little hammer. Okay, these can work. Now, other ones. Let me pull out. So since it's camping, I can have this little, the grill, a tree. You're flipping awesome. That can work. You're a classic, my man looking sharp. No. This moose. Yep, that could work. You did it. Not so much. The car. Holy smokes, you're the best. Antlers, that could work. Keeping in mind that I do plan to make this for a camping trip. You make me happy. Nah. Get this glue off my finger. Hooray. I think this will be enough. Yeah, you're stronger. Let's put the rest of this back. So I'm just going to put a couple of the doodads on my flax. All right, so let's open this pack up. So here, I think that can just go right in there. This is too short, so that can fit in there. And I do want to cut a couple of tags to show you how easy that is. I mean, it's basically we're just going to cut some cardstock and then maybe put some ribbon on it. Maybe some other little, like these strips of paper. Because it's really just more places for pictures, okay? All right, let's untie our waterfall. Again, these will be for the cover later. I do like these little tabs. Even though I know it should go, ooh, let's put it there. Nice. I'm not going to worry about what am I going to stamp on there or something, because I may just write something on there. Yeah, forget the tabs, like they don't always have to go in the direction that you would think. That can go upside down. It still works. All right, so never lost. Oh, wait. Cheers. These get out of here. Flippin' awesome. Or I feel like I want one of these, this here. Yeah. Because I'm sure we had plenty of campfire or grill pictures. All right. So I would put pictures on the cardstock size or side, like I said. Little ones, or actually I think most of the pictures we had were maybe 3 by 5 or something with the rounded corners. So we'll see. So I just want to put a little bit of something. Put that there, like pointing up to a picture. And the fact that I don't know what the pictures are yet doesn't bother me. I will make it work. All right, these tools don't really apply. Never lost. With you, I'm never lost. I feel like that has to go here. Just because of the color. Because I like that green. This is soft succulent, by the way. I like that green close to that. All right. Nice work. Those are golf tees, aren't they? Or maybe they're nails. I don't know. And actually, I'm going to make this one, I'm only going to put glue like on the two sides, so that can be a little tuck spot. So you can take another little something and tuck something in there. So like if I have a little maybe mini picture or something. So that's something neat to do. This, I'm not really going to put anything on there. That's a little busy. And that, I like that one. Arrow, like, which way are you going? Who knows? All right, the tree. You're flipping awesome. And then some of these stars. That could be. Actually, you know what? I want to put this here. And again, I'm just going to put glue on two sides so that I can use it as a tuck. And at a jaunty angle, which is completely fine. I like that. So I'm still kind of leaving room. I can put some small pictures. You call them tent pins? Oh, I get it. Yeah, stakes, tent stakes. Yep. Okay, my bad. Yeah. See, it can be anything you want, you guys. You don't even have to be right. It doesn't matter. So this one, I feel like I like it on its own. Like I don't want to add anything more to that because that's really cute. Oof. And how about the celebration? If you guys have gotten your catalog, the tree lot dies that come with the teardrop camper. Totally cute. All right, let's do trees or a tree and little moose guy. I'm just going to stack them up. Where? I need to put these horns somewhere. Oh, look at that. I'll have to put something else there. I must have had that glued. Whoopsie. All right, clean it up, clean it up. Nice work. Maybe I'll put these on the front with the on the cover. All right, so you get the idea. Now let's do a couple of tags slash photo mounts slash journal cards. So what I do, and this all depends on you know, your album size, but I measure, since these are, this is a flat pocket, so I want to go down. So I can put something, I can make something 7 inches, and the width is going to be about 3 3/4. I want to say 4, but that's going to be tight. 4 would leave just like a 1/2 inch border. So I'm going to say 7 by, well, let's cut it 4 and we'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be too tight. And I actually want to do a doubler. So I want to do 7 by 8 and then fold it in half. So let me get, where did I put that? Oh, here we go. Where did I put that paper? So take 8.5 by 11, 7 by 4, but I want to fold it. All right, so that's where I get the 7 by 8. So let's go 7 by 8. And we will score this in half at 4. So that's going to give us a little folding, little booklet kind of thing. And I want to score this at 4. Now I don't want to bulk this up too much. So I'm not going to add like a lot of designer paper to it. Because the idea is to put pictures in here, and that's going to be bulky anyway. All right, so see how this slides. That slides pretty good, and it goes all the way down. See how it's meeting this? Let's get this out of here. Nice. So that goes completely down. Let's add a little strip of something. Yep, right there, right at the top. And then I can glue, I can add like words or something, depending on what pictures I put there. Let's put it right at the top. So I can either stamp something or add a little label or something. And then you would put your pictures, or more journaling. You could put a couple pictures, all the sides, and we can add some doodads. All right, nice. All right, now two more. Let's do two more. So this pocket, we can make it, and they can, your tags can come up higher, but let's see. Let's make one that's like 5 inches tall and one that's 6 inches tall. And we'll go maybe 3.5. So 3.5 by 5 and 3.5 by 6. All right, so let's pick. I want one that is soft succulent, and I really wanted a Cajun craze. That's not anywhere near 6. Close to 5.5, 5.25, good enough. All right, so we'll do 3.5 by whatever this is. 3.5. That'll be 1, and then this will be 3.5 by 6. 3.5 by 6. And let's just make sure they're going to fit in here. Yep, perfect. So I like the different heights, okay? And then I also wanted to add some more ribbon. So let's take these two little pieces that I had scraps, and I just like to staple stuff on here. So I folded them in half, hold it in place, and staple. I'm going to give it 2. I love it. Now this one I want to make a little loop, so I'm going to go the other way. And this time I'll hold it on the back and staple. Nice, so you have a little pulley loop. You could stamp on these, add more paper, you know, whatever. I just would do a little bit of tarting up because the focus is on either the pictures or the journaling. Yes, Rose, at a jaunty angle. Always a jaunty angle. All right, let's put that back in there and tie this up. So, well, actually, let's look at these again, because this is as far as I'm going to go with it until I have my pictures. So we've got our first flip. Now, don't forget, that's a tuck. Ties. And again, I know this doesn't go with a camping theme, but who cares? The papers match. This I'm going to have to fix since I wrecked that. But I love that. With you, I'm never lost. We did get lost in the woods one time. More camping stuff, little tree. And I would go back and add like metallic gems, you know, like the brushed, what's it? The rusty colored ones, the rustic, you know, the new ones, or the gold, whatever. But what a fun little book. And then this is another pocket. All right. And you know what? What color do I have? Let's do black. Just want to stick something. No. Let's do Sahara. That is tight. All right, this will go. But it cannot be taller than our flaps, right? So I have to cut this. So let's just fold it. And I think I folded it too much. But we get the idea. Yep. Nice. Oh, you could have a little sideways booklet. Okay. I love it. So we've got 6 flaps, a pocket, 2 pockets, a couple of tags. And our base is the important part. It uses just 8.5 by 11. All right, so I'm going to tie this up And I promised you I would show you the kits that I got. So whoever wants to hang around can see the 2 kits I got. I finally got my hands on that candles kit that I had all but given up on. All right, let's fold that. I love it. The ribbon that hangs out, don't care. So I will doll this up with something campy, like, you know, have a little layer. I want to die cut the words though. I need to find out the name of the campground because I do want to die cut that. I still have the small letter dies, and I will, make that whole. I'll be able to print it out. I think I want to say Camp Harmony or something. You think the red sticky tape is blocking some of that bottom pocket? It could have been. Do you mean this one? Oh, you know what? I get what you're saying now. Because I put the sticky strip on the ribbon. No, wait, it's not. It's not, Rose. Because remember, I built the pocket on this extra layer of paper first. So the sticky strip that's holding the ribbon is between, it's not directly under the pocket. It's between this piece and the bottom. So yeah, there's nothing. So I should be able to push this almost all the way down. You're right though. Something is definitely... Yep. Something's down there. But I don't think it's the tape because that was between the other layers. I'm pretty sure. Too late now, right? All right, so let's look at first. Thanks for sticking with me, hanging out. And I really hope you guys love this and we'll make some more. I think it'll be interesting to see paper choices, themes, what do you put in it? Because you don't have to put pictures in this. You could make this all about journaling if you want. There is sticky tape there. Okay. Maybe I have to go back and fix that, or it'll just have to be a small pocket. So let's look at dollar store stuff that I got. I peeked in there. I had to go get my bridal gown fitted for my friend that's getting married. So anyway, they had a dollar store next door. Look at this. So Crafter's Square. I guess not every dollar store has a crafting section, but it seems like all their stuff is this Crafter's Square brand. Laser cut craft words. So you get 3 pieces, and I figured these would be a perfect size for a card. Just throw that out. This looks like, it feels like chipboard or something, and I know I'll be able to color this with blends or something, or just ink too. But let's look at a card. Where do I have? Here's a card. This is, I gotta mail it. But, so that's a good size. Just looking at, size of a thing. I can make that anything you want. Glitter, emboss it, with metallic. But 3 of these for $1.25. I thought that was pretty sweet. The other thing I got, they had metallic pens. So they had white and gold and silver. So again, Crafter's Square, they call them metallic marker. So I opened the white one. They have bullet tips. So it's not for like fine writing. It's more of like chalkboard kind of thing. That's size really. Let me get this out of here. So many things. Peggy's the one that turned me onto this Dollar Tree. But I was at a different one, Peggy. I was over in Glen Burnie. All right, so here's the white one on black cardstock. So not even chalkboard paper. There's no priming it. You just start writing. So you don't have to like push on it or anything. Let's see what the gold looks like. Oh, that's nice. Tony, Tony, Tony. Silver. I think they had a blue also. But, I'm not a fan of blue, so I didn't get that. Great to heat emboss too. Oh, yeah, the little words, Julie. Yep, you're right. Yeah, I could totally see those. Gold or whatever color. All right, silver. High rose. All right, so let's look at the difference. So let me bring it up closer. So these 2 are the white. So it looks kind of a little bit milky, a little bit more opaque. The rose to me, or the silver, I mean, from this light, it looks white, sparkly, but I guess it is silver and then gold. So they are kind of chalky-ish looking, but for $1.25, I'm going to get my money's worth out of them. So those were my dollar store finds that I was very happy with. Because, you know, finding a white pen is critical. Like the ones we've always had got dried up, those Uniball or Signaball or something or other. Ugh. I like the blunt tip ones, or the bullet tip. So, all right, let me show you the kits that I got. Like, I did not tear into my boxes at all yet. I just got my order last, I think, Friday, but I just didn't have time, you know. Been busy at the hospital. All kinds of stuff. So, BOGO kit. Kits are, you know, buy one, get one 50% off. So I finally got the Light the Candles card kit. This thing has been unavailable every time. It would come back in stock, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta order a couple things so I can add that. Yeah, Rose, our white pen sucked. Every white pen that we've ever had has been not good. Even the one that they had for like chalk something or other, it only worked on that chalkboard paper. All right, so Light the Candles. I love that the boxes all come like this now. So you can repurpose them. Ooh. So we've got the Happy Birthday. And this comes with a Coastal Cabana spot. Interesting. And a block. Can never have enough of those. Well, you can, but I keep them all. All right. Now this chipboard, you are going to want to save your chipboard, just like your paper pumpkin chipboard. Save all of that because we're going to use some of that eventually. All right. Let's just look at the, let's see, the pre-printed cards. There's some gems. So this is what it makes. Everything's cut out, pre-cut out, and popped up. So block, doodads. Oh, strips of foam tape. Interesting. Okay, that's got to be to get in between these bits, so that it pops up. All right, glue dots, tags. Ooh, I like that. So in the picture, this looks yellow. But this looks more mango melody, like bright orange with some yellow diamonds in there. I like that even better. Ooh, and then the cake has sparkly on it. So this is, I thought this was die cut. I thought we're supposed to cut that out. I guess not. I don't know what that's for then. All right. Maybe it goes this way. You know what? I could read the instructions. All right, so I bet it's going to pop up like that. Like layer and pop up. I love all the glimmer, so nice die cuts. I like these card bases. Green, that goes for anything. So this isn't like specific to boys or girls. Could be for, you know, anybody. Here's the candles. So look at all these laser cut bits. I like them. And then the shimmer, can you see the shimmer on there? These are pre-printed. So yeah, we will pop this up over here so that you can see the colors through it. And then the envelopes, ooh, nice and lined. All right, I'm happy with that. I had just about given up trying to get this kit. So happy. All right, the other one I got was this, it's a new one, Love This Memory Notebook Kit. Now, I think it's just a little, like, smash journal kind of thing, like a quick, put some pictures in, write some stuff, but, you know, I'm all about it, so I had to get it. Love This Memory Notebook. Okay. So let's open this up. Ooh! Parakeet Party very nice. I love having the in colors in spots because I actually take, when I go to crops, I will take all my spots usually for like, instead of the weekend crops, like a day crop. So I just have my ink pads. So, ooh, fun. It's a good day. Life is cool. High five. Start somewhere. Shine on. Love this. The best. Shake it off. Just enjoy. Smile every day. Be beautiful. Flower heart. Smiley. Squiggly things. Again, another block. Okay. So it looks like a craft base and then pages that are stitched in. And then there's probably pockets and stuff we can add. All right, let's get into this. I just want to pull it out so we can all see because, you know, if you're on the fence about this, now you can see what's in it. All right, trash. So we've got adhesive and washi tape. This looks like a silver. I gotta hurry up. I'm starving. Yep, like a silver shiny, and then this is tape, so the double-sided tape. Let's put the instruction part right there. So again, chipboard, I'm saving this. I do have a pile of them. Ugh, come on. Work with me here. All right, so let's, I feel this is the book. Okay, it's sturdy. It is like a sturdy craft base, probably at least 110 pounds. Some flex, iridescent or holographic little, these are flowers. I think they're flowers. Nice. All right, then we've got dot paper that is pretty thick. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. So that means 5, 10. So this is 20 pages. So 20 sides. And it is sewn in. I like that. This is sturdier than I expected. Then we've got a sheet of little letters and numbers and squiggly things. Oh, a couple sheets. Okay. Black. Yep. Some special characters. Okay. Nice. More die cuts, like labels, little things that we could put, stamp the words in and add. Or is this a sticker? I'm like, I'm trying to separate it. Oh, these are stickers. Nice. Okay, that's why I couldn't separate it. Good to know. All right, so sticker, cardstock sticker, so more. These really are thick. All right, that's good. So little tabs, little doodads. These are probably stickers too. Yep, I like it. These are like laser cut. More stickers, and you know, use the inside and outside of that heart. Corners. I like the colors. So it looks like Flirty Flamingo. I'm thinking pumpkin pie, mango melody, parakeet, Tahitian tide, and black. I like it. All right, then we've got a couple of cards that you can tuck in or, you know, use to journal on. So nice patterns, nice fun. I don't feel like this is for children only, you know, definitely for a fun event or something. So these are just pop them apart and do something with them. Tuck them in. Ooh, holographic stickers. Ooh, that's giving me a headache. Some bigger cards. Again, I love these colors and the pattern. Hearts. Ooh, I like that. Squiggles. Some more of these, you know, cut apart things. And then a pocket that has tape already on it. So that's on this. Now, obviously, you can make your own pockets, but I think that's neat that they include one. Neat. All right. Well, I think I'm going to have fun with that. That is the Love This Memory notebook kit. All right. I don't need this. I do need that. So that is it for, let's go tonight. So that's all I'm showing you tonight. I do hope you like that little folio with the waterfall. I've been wanting to make one of those waterfalls for Evs. Next week, we are getting down to the wire on like the January through June catalog. But next week, I'm going to do something with one of the new sets I got. The Happiness, Happiness, where did I put it? Happiness Abound, or yeah, Happiness Abound. I'm actually going to make a wreath. So doing something with the flowers and probably a grapevine wreath. So not doing any cards. But I probably will have some made to show you. But that's the plan for next week, okay? A wreath and some flowers. Thanks, Julie. I'm glad to see you guys too. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys have been here and all your kind words and thoughts and prayers, and we still need them. Not out of the woods yet. But so enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks, Carol. Thanks, Sean. I'm glad you were here. So, all right. Thanks, Peggy. I will catch you guys next Thursday. All right. Have a great weekend. And thanks again. All right. Bye.